Hello guys, welcome back to my channel. If you're new here, welcome. My name is Ivy and I'm a makeup artist based in Asaba, Delta State, Nigeria. In today's video, we are going to be discussing the 5 reasons why your makeup does not appear or look like that of your favorite makeup artist. If you want to know what those 5 reasons are, please stay tuned and don't forget to like, comment, share and subscribe to my channel down below, and I'll see you in a bit. So guys, what are the characteristics? What does the makeup of your favorite makeup artist look like? For you to have a favorite, it means that it's someone whose work you love and we're all attracted to very good things. So your favorite makeup artist look will be flawless, will be smooth, will be well blended. You know, we just look okay, we just look very all right. So the first reason why your makeup doesn't look like that of your favorite makeup artist is because you are not using the right tools. Now when I say tools, I mean brushes, face brushes like foundation brushes, powder brushes, blush brushes, highlighter brushes, beauty sponges like your beauty blender, your beauty sponge. You know, those are what I mean by tools. You also have like your eyeshadow brushes, your blending brushes, your concealer brushes, you know, all those other brushes. You have your lash curler, you have your tweezer for applying your lashes. So you need these tools to get a very good job, to get your makeup looking flawless, to get your makeup looking beautiful, to get your makeup looking well blended. Okay, now I've heard a lot of people say, oh wow, why do I need those brushes? I have my fingers. Yes, even in makeup school they will teach you that yes, your fingers are like your best tools, but then your fingers can only take you so far in the makeup, you know. And for you to be able to use your fingers so well that you can blend everything in properly, you need to have like had practice, a lot of practice, you know, over time, like probably years of practice even, to be able to use your fingers to get a professional looking makeup. Okay, face brushes, eye brushes, tweezers, lash curlers, etc. are not just there because they are there. You know, makeup artists do not use these things because, you know, they just want to look like they're sophisticated. No, they use it because it gets the job done. Those tools are required, they're a necessity for getting your makeup to look flawless, and that is the reason why you see most makeup artists use tools. The second reason why your makeup does not appear as flawless as that of your favorite makeup artist is because you are not using the right products. Now in this section we are going to divide them into several other subsections. The first part of this section will be talking about knowing your skin type. If you have oily skin, if you have dry skin, if you have combination skin, that will determine the type of products that you need. Now if you have oily skin and you go in with a hydrating foundation or a hydrating primer, you don't set your face, you know, you are just setting yourself up for failure, you are setting yourself up for a disaster, because that encompasses the base, and once your base is off, every other thing that comes on your face after that, your blush, your highlighter, every other thing just look messed up. It just looks like, you know, a mixture of rubbish. It just looks so bad. So your base is very, very important, and for you to be able to use the right base, you have to know your skin type. Okay, now if you have oily skin and you go in with a mattifying primer, a mattifying foundation, you set your face, you know, you go through those steps, then your makeup will look flawless, will turn out okay. All right, now if you have a dry skin and you go in with a mattifying primer, it's going to give you an opposite effect. It's going to reveal your dry patches. It's going to show up, you know, all those things, all those cracks and crevices on your face that you would not want ordinarily showing up. So you have to learn to use the right product. You have to know that face primers, eyeshadow primers, you know, those are products that are a necessity. You want your eyeshadow to look bomb, to look beautiful, you need a good eyeshadow primer. You want your face makeup to look beautiful, to look flawless, you need a face primer. While we're on this topic of primers and foundations, I'm also going to be letting you know something. You know, it's like a secret in the makeup world, but you have silicone based products, you have water based products, and the truth is that these two do not mix. So if you go on and use a silicone based primer and use a water based foundation, you are setting yourself up for disaster. Like, it's just going to mess everything up. It's going to slip and slide, it's not going to blend properly, it's going to be patchy, you know, your makeup will just start separating throughout the day. Okay, so if you're using a water-based primer, make sure you use a water-based foundation. If you're using a silicone-based primer, make sure you use a silicone-based foundation. Okay, I'm sure most of you right now will be looking at me and wondering like, this is just too difficult, this is like on another level, it's just too advanced for me, how do I know these things? The truth is, if you pick up the product you're about to apply, the primer or the foundation, and you read through the first 3 to 4 ingredients, where you have your ingredients on the back of the bottle or the tube, you see the first 3 to 4 products, you know, you will always see, if you see what water comes first, it means like a water-based product, and dimethicone or some silicone derivatives, you know, comes, you know, much later in the sequence, then you know that that is a water-based product. Then if this silicone-based derivatives come first before water coming down, you know, much further down the sequence as well, then you know that that is a silicone-based product. Okay, so you have to learn that these two products do not go hand in hand, water and silicone based, and that it is very important that you build one on top of the other. Use a water-based primer and a water-based foundation, and you can set with your powder. Use a silicone-based primer and a silicone-based foundation, and then you can set with your powder. Okay, now another thing that we also have to know is that you have to invest in quality products. Please guys, cheap does not always cut it. You have to invest in quality products. If you're using foundations, you're using highlighters, you're using face primer, please invest in quality products. Some cheap products actually do work, but in my experience, that is more the exception than the rule. You cannot buy a foundation of 700 naira and expect it to perform the same as a foundation of 4,000, 3,005, 5,000 naira. Okay, one thing you should know is ingredients used in making this product, some of them might not be health friendly, and then again they might not give you the as good a result as some of the more expensive products. I'm not telling you to go for products of like 20 or 30,000, though if you have the money, please feel free to do that. Okay, I'm telling you that you have to invest a little bit more into your products. Okay, don't use a product of 500 naira and expect to get the same result as that of 4,000, 5,000. Okay, now some of these more expensive products, they wear better, they are more long lasting, you know, and then they blend better, everything just works better when you use those. Yeah, some people are going to raise the issue of, you know, we don't have money, we have to start from where we are and everything. Yes, you have to, but do your very best within the budget you have. Okay, you know, when I first started getting into makeup, then there is this set of eyeshadows that used to be in vogue. Davis eyeshadow used to be like a very small palette. That eyeshadow used to transfer a lot. Like, just place it on your lid, you look up, and the next thing, like, your crease everywhere up to your brow bone is filled with shimmers. Okay, you cannot compare that with like the Xyron eyeshadow we have of today, you know, the 9-in-1 palette. You cannot compare that with some of the Newborn Beauty palettes. You cannot compare that with the Juvia's Place palette, Morphe palette, some of these other palettes. At least they apply better. There are still some cheaper palettes, you know, that can still give you a good result, but do not make it that cheap. Please guys, do not go like that cheap. Some of those that cheap products do not give you a good result, no matter how skilled you are. All right, so the important thing here is to also invest in very good quality products. Okay, take the time out, take the money when you have it, or you save up instead of just getting something that is useless, that will not be of any use to you. It's not better you just save up a bit more and get something that you can get use of, a lot. Some of these eyeshadows last for years. You can get a good foundation, a good powder, a good face primer that will give you very good result. It's not better that you save up and get those than just going in with anything, and at the end you are just regretting, like, why does my makeup not apply or look like that of this my favorite makeup artist? Like, what is she doing that I'm not doing? I follow the same steps and this and that. No, the products you are using, they also matter a lot. The third reason why your makeup doesn't appear or look as flawless as that of your favorite makeup artist is because you are applying too much products. Too much. Okay, now I know you are just looking at me and you're like, this woman, this lady, this girl, what are you saying? I've seen you now. I watched your last video. You put this, you put this, you put that, you put that. How can you say we're applying too much? Please, please, please. No, that is not what I mean. Okay, what I mean by you are applying too much product. Yes, we go through a lot of these steps. We apply foundation, we apply concealer, we apply powder, we go over that with highlighter, with bronze or contour, we apply our blush and all those things. Those are layers, yes. But what I mean by you apply too much product is the quantity on each step. Now, if I'm doing a full face of makeup, I go in with a pea-size primer, I prime, and then if I have a mattifying primer to go on top of that, I use that on my T-zone. I do not, before I used to be guilty of this, but right now, like the past few months, the past few years, I ensure that I do not go in with more than 2 pumps of foundation. I can spot conceal first and then go over top that foundation, but I do not go in with more than 2 pumps of foundation, because when you apply too much product, it shows on the skin. It's just too much. It's more difficult to blend, it's more difficult to maneuver, it's more difficult to like get to look flawless. Don't use 4 pumps of foundation. Don't use like you have a tube of concealer and then set with powder and you bake for 200 hours. No, that is too much. It shows texture on the skin. It shows. Forget what you see here behind the camera. We have lights and everything that makes our makeup look flawless, but at the same time too, when you see us putting these things, you cannot really gauge properly to know how much is on the maybe for a concealer, how much is on the one that we're using to apply or whatever. It does not really show. So you just see us putting the lines and you are like, oh, this is so much, I can do this. No, please guys, don't go in with too much products. If you're using going through the steps we go through, please go through the steps, but at each step, at each level, just use a very, very minimal quantity that can get you the best result. Now, the fourth reason why your makeup does not appear or look as flawless as that of your favorite makeup artist is because of something we call the lash effect. Now, even if you don't have makeup on and you have your lashes on, there is this look we call the lash effect that it just gives you. People see you and they do like a double take, like, oh, there's something different about you. I just can't place my fingers on it. I just can't figure out what it is. What, you just look so much better. You look different. You look more beautiful. There is this thing called the lash effect. Whenever you have lashes on, it just gives you that look. So most times you see makeup artists, 98% of the time, they have on lashes. They apply lashes on their clients, and all of that, and then you finish your makeup and you don't have lashes on. I mean, like, on an everyday basis, I think it's gonna be difficult to apply lashes every single morning unless you have those leave-in lashes, and then it's not like really comfortable. So one thing you guys should know is that lash effect, it adds to the look, the beauty of the finished look of the makeup artist. Okay, so one reason why your makeup does not look as beautiful as a favorite makeup artist is because of the lash effect. You are not applying your lashes. You are not using lashes. Now if you want to get the full effect, you have to learn how to use your lashes. Okay, apply lashes and do the slay very well. Once you put your lashes, even if your makeup is just basic, you look like you are a pro. You look like everything you have on your face was done by a professional. Okay, the lash effect, that is a thing, guys. It's a very great thing, you know. So just reason why your makeup does not look like that of your favorite makeup artist is because you've not been practicing and you've not been patient. Okay, now one thing you should know is most of these makeup artists, we do not just become makeup artists overnight. You don't just sleep and wake up one morning and you expect that, you know, you apply your makeup and it should look flawless. No, we've had hundreds of hours of practice daily. Several times in a day, we are applying makeup. As you know, you're your best teacher. As you apply, you discover some certain things that this, if I do it like this, it looks better. If I do it like this, it looks better. Fine, you know, pay for classes, makeup classes, and you learn one or two things. But when you practice, you will teach yourself more than you learn in any makeup school. Okay, so you practice and practice and practice, and you have to be patient with this, you know, because the more you practice, the more you discover what works for you, your particular eye shape, your face structure, you know, all of those things. You take it into mind. You know, most of the makeup artists have had, like I said earlier, hundreds of hours of practice. So, you know, they say, like the popular saying, practice makes perfect, you know. So with the much practice they've had, you know, it's easier for them to give a better results when they do makeup people or do makeup on themselves. Okay, it's easier for them to be able to achieve a more flawless, well blended result. So please guys, take time out to practice, do your research, watch YouTube videos, you know, the ones you can download, you download. Take the effort to practice. Like, don't just do your eyebrow one day and you're like, oh, spend 30 minutes doing this eyebrow, I'm tired, I don't want to do eyebrow again. This is what they go through. No, you might spend 30 minutes initially, but by the time you have been practicing, after a point, you'll be shocked that in 5 minutes you're done with the eyebrow. 5 minutes, you're done with the eyebrow, because you've been practicing. You know what tools you need, you bring them out immediately. You know the kind of shape of eyebrow you want, you just do that. When it comes to applying foundation, applying primer, blush, all those things becomes like, you know, like muscle memory. Like, it just becomes, you can even do it with your eyes closed. So guys, practice, and never get tired of practicing, so that your makeup can look as flawless as that of a favorite makeup artist. Okay, so guys, this brings us to the end of this video. 5 reasons why your makeup does not look like that of a favorite makeup artist. I hope you guys learned a thing or two. I hope you enjoyed this video, and please, you got to this stage of the video, I hope you have subscribed to my channel. This channel must grow from fire by force. Please guys, subscribe down below. Don't let me speak English that I don't know, Jerry. Subscribe down below. Please, I'm begging. My hands are together. Speak or no. Subscribe down below. Let this ministry get to the permanent side. Let us be growing and growing and growing. And I'll see you guys in my very next video. Bye guys.